Should you make a deal with the police to become an informant? The answer to that question is coming right up. Welcome to Gustitislaw. If you're new here, I'm Steve Gustitis, and this is my channel. Here at Gustitislaw, our passion is to provide you with weekly videos, just like this one, about how to successfully navigate the criminal justice system, how to manage encounters that you may have with the police, and how to defend criminal charges. Consider subscribing to Gustitislaw by clicking on that capital black and white G down in the lower right-hand corner of the video screen. And when you click on the notification bell, you'll receive notification whenever we upload a new video. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it on your other social media platforms. Over the years, I have helped many clients decide whether or not they should work as an informant for the police. It is not a decision to be made lightly. Working for the police can possibly help you, but also being an informant can hurt. So if you are considering working for the police as an informant, at the end of today's video, I'll give you some tips and my thoughts on how to approach that very important decision. But before we get to that, what is an informant? What do you do when you work for the police? And what can you expect to get for yourself in return? Working as an informant basically means that you're providing information to the police in exchange for some benefit to you. If your identity is kept secret, we call that working as a confidential informant, or CI. Otherwise, you would be referred to as a named informant. But regardless of whether you're working as a CI or named informant, the police want information from you that they can quantify. For instance, the police often want to use your information to help them get search warrants from a judge. This is often accomplished as a confidential informant. But before the police can use your information confidentially, they must develop your credibility and your reliability as an informant. Once your credibility is established, and once your reliability is established, the police can then use your confidential information to get the search warrant from the judge without revealing your identity. Another way the police can utilize you is working as an undercover agent, making controlled buys of illegal drugs and narcotics. These controlled buys could be videotaped or audio taped, but eventually your identity would need to be revealed, as you may be called as a witness to testify in court to prosecute the target. Informing for the police can help you work off your own charges that might lead to a dismissal of your case. Being an informant and working for the police can also lead to reduction of your charges to maybe something less serious than what you had originally been arrested for. Also, working for the police as an informant could possibly lead to a very specific plea bargain result, like probation or deferred adjudication. And then, of course, sometimes informants who provide information to the police leading to successful arrests and prosecutions simply get paid money. While you work as an informant, you continue to maintain relationships with people who may be a bad influence upon you and who may lead you into temptation. If you're hanging out with drug dealers in order to provide information to the police for search warrants, those people may tempt you to use drugs again or engage in other kinds of behavior that may put your health at risk. Secondly, the people who you are informing upon are potentially dangerous people. There's an old saying in informant work that snitches often get stitches. And third, The police often require that you sign a confession to your original charges before they let you work as an informant for them. If your informant agreement does not work out as anticipated, that confession can be used to prosecute you in court for your original charges. If you are considering working for the police as an informant, first consult with an experienced criminal defense lawyer in that local area. Those experienced attorneys will know how the police utilize informants, what kind of agreements that you may have to enter into with them, and whether or not you'll need to sign a confession. Secondly, work with that same attorney to evaluate the strength and the weaknesses of the original charges that you're trying to work off. Why be an informant unless you have to be? You might be able to beat those original charges in court. If you have any questions about being an informant for the police, add those down in the comment section below, and we can begin a discussion that may help other people too. Give us a thumbs up if you thought the video was helpful to you, and don't forget to subscribe to Gustitislaw. Thank you again for watching.